everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a kitchen accent wall transformation. So we have this wall in our kitchen that is just like a catch-all. All of our garbage, our mail, kids' toys, everything gathers in this area. So I wanted to tackle this area and just give it a refresh, a makeover, somewhere I like to come in and look at and just feel cozy and welcoming. So in this video, I'm going to be transforming that whole space. So if you love makeover videos, subscribe, hit that like button. I do a lot of videos like this on my channel. And don't forget to follow me over there on Instagram at funmommy87. And let's get into this video. Okay, to start, this is the wall that I want to transform. This is the area, it's kind of a catch-all for all of our mail and toys end up here. We have a bunch of junk over our refrigerator. It just didn't look good. Here are the materials that I'm going to use. I picked up this acrylic paint from Walmart. It's non-toxic, so I like to use that when I do any project in my home. I got that paintbrush also from Walmart for $2 and 3 rolls of this paper from Target. Next, I'm going to go in and I'm going to start my first coat of the acrylic paint. Now with acrylic paint, it's non-toxic, but you have to do at least 3 coats to really get really good coverage. So I'm going to go ahead and do the first coat. There's no perfect way to do this. You just want to try to get that coat on there just really thick. Wait a little bit in between coats, and then you're going to go in with your second coat. And I ended up doing 2 coats for this shelf. This is how it looked after the first coat. As you can see, it is not complete, it's not finished. So I went ahead and did that second coat and let it dry. And this is how it turned out. So all you needed was that second coat and it turned out perfect. Now I'm going to let it dry for a couple of hours. Next, I grabbed my fake wood paper here and I'm going to cut the measurements on the back here. They give you a measuring tool, and I measured the wall and I cut the pieces. Next, I'm going to apply the first size that I cut, and I'm just going to smear it as I'm pulling the paper from behind, like I did in my last YouTube video when I redid my entryway. You really can do this with your hand. You just have to be really careful and just make sure you're smearing all of those air bubbles out as you're pulling. It can be a little tricky, but if you pull it from behind at the same time as you're smearing out those air bubbles, it really, really works well. I love this paper. It's so realistic and has so much texture to it. I'm very happy that I found this paper from Target. Really easy to work with as well. So I'm almost done with this wall. I continued that process and I cut the sides here and to fit that little space, and I think it's turning out really well. Next, I'm gonna do the top half and then we're almost finished. So I went ahead and I cut more pieces to fit the top, and I found it was easier to cut smaller pieces, especially when you're standing up high on a stool, because you're basically having to multitask to get this paper up. And I'm up on a stool, I'm kind of high, so I wanted to do smaller pieces, so it was just easier for me to do. And this paper was really good, like matching up the pieces wasn't hard at all. And that's what I loved about it. Next, I'm going to hang my Got Coffee sign up. I found that it looked better hanging. Next, we're going to the Dollar Tree. I wanted to pick out some cool items for this shelf, maybe some jars or just little knickknacks. I went down the picture aisle and this Dollar Tree was a little cluttered, but I did find a couple pieces of art in here and there was some good gems. I love this little barn picture. They had some really cute finds. Pampas grass and that horse canvas right there I ended up picking up. I wanted to pick up a couple of jars that I could put some sugar in and some treats. So I went down the glass aisle and I found a couple right on the end. Next, we went down to the antique stores just to see if we found any goodies. And of course, I took my kids with me because they love shopping. There were some beautiful finds in here. These are the items that I picked up from the Dollar Tree and the antique store. I got this salt lamp at an antique store. It was like $2. That little plant was like $2. This horse canvas was from the Dollar Tree. The pumpkin spice latte napkin was from the Dollar Tree in the little jars. And then this little gold candle holder was from the thrift store. Bakery sign from the Dollar Tree, and the basket and that little plant, and also the coffee cups. Next, I wanted to do a little DIY on these jars, so I picked up these letters from the Dollar Tree. They didn't stick very well, so after I put these on, I actually went back in and used some Mod Podge to cover the letters. Just so you guys know, these letters are in the craft aisle, and they don't stick as well as the bigger letters that they sell at Dollar Tree. So if you are going to do this project, maybe you want to use some super glue, but I found Mod Podge worked really well. So I wanted to write sugar on this jar, and I thought that was cute for a little coffee kitchen area. And as you can see, I have paint all over my hands. You might also want to use tweezers or something like that to apply these letters, because I found it really hard to apply these with my hands. Next, I poured some sugar in my little jar, and in the other jar that I DIY'd, I put some cookies. Next, I'm going to decorate my shelf. So I put this little plant here in the middle just to kind of center this area with some greenery, and a basket to the right with that little salt lamp. I always like to decorate in threes, but this shelf is a little tricky, so I wanted to kind of balance it out. So I put this horse canvas there because I love the Boho Farmhouse theme. And I wanted to put a little candle there just for a little coziness as well. And on the second shelf, I put those little jars that I DIY'd with cookies and sugar inside. Thought those were super cute. And that little geometric candle holder to the left. And then this little basket, I put some utensils in and some tea packets. And then I wanted to hang this pumpkin spice latte towel in that basket just for a little coziness. And it kind of goes with the coffee bar theme. On top here, I just placed these coffee cups that I really love from the Dollar Tree. And to the right here is that little bakery bread decor that I found at the Dollar Tree, and that little plant. And in the middle here, I just wanted to put just a simple butter dish. And I think that really balanced it out. Then I put this plant here that I also bought at those antique stores downtown. I love a pop of greenery against this wallpaper. I think that gave it a good last touch. that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that transformation. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have a space in your home that's been aggravating you or just needs to be refreshed or made over that you've just forgot about. And let me know which room down below. And if you guys haven't subscribed, please do. I do tons of videos like this, design videos, inspiration, room transformations, decor hauls, all that kind of stuff. So, and don't forget to follow me over there on Instagram at funmommy87. I post a lot of inspiration over there, and I also let you guys know about my upcoming videos in my Instagram stories. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!